I do think there's only one way I can start this interview. I have to say it. Father, Son, and House of Gucci. Are you aware of how that has that quickly become a thing that everyone is saying and how wonderfully quotable this movie already is?
I saw it a lot on the internet. Also, people shouted at me when I'm on stage all the time.
Can you keep a secret?
Father, Son, and House of Gucci. In Vegas, I'll be like in the middle of a really serious song and someone will go, Father, Son, and House of Gucci. I have to say that came out of a lot of great work that I got to do with great actors that I felt very free on set. That was just something Jared and I did together when he said, do you want to, can I tell you a secret? You know, these things came to us and I think they came from a place of real spontaneity on set where you can do as much work as possible before, and then when you get there, you throw it out and you just talk to each other.
And I have to say something. She is so funny. Mm-hmm. She's hilarious. I mean, I remember like sometimes I was doing a scene with her and she just like said, "Really?" But it's just the way she said it, and at some point really was saying, "Tone it down. You guys are so funny." And I didn't expect. And yeah, she was a fantastic actress, but she's a fantastic comedian.
Yes.
As if she didn't have enough.
So were you breaking in scenes sometimes?
Oh yeah, no, she was so funny.
So that moment was improvised.
Father, Son, and House of Gucci, yeah. Well, it was the first time, and then we kept it. And yeah, right. That's what we did. I think so.
It wasn't in the script.
We blacked out. Gucci needs new blood.
It's time to take out the trash.
They're my family.
So mine.
You picked a real firecracker.
She's a handful.
Bravo.
The Bravo, the coffee cup. Adam, your sweater, the ski chalet sweater, there are articles. Where can you buy the sweater that Adam Driver is wearing? Have you seen all that obsession?
No, not about art. No, about where you can buy it. No, I knew that people saw it when it came out.
I hope it's Gucci.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Are we wearing Gucci? I wore my shoes.
I'm wearing Gucci.
Okay, yes. I mean, the fashion is, of course, incredible. Did you all get to keep anything from set? Was there anything you took on the side?
Oh, I didn't want to take any of the peanut clothes.
She wasn't in Gucci.
No, they can keep the peanut wardrobe.
Anybody else get to keep a memento or something special from their character?
I kept a pair of Gucci shoes, but I always find this, where you're playing a character for 3 or 4 months, I start feeling, oh, this is who I am. Yes. And then you take the clothes home and then you try to wear them in life. I'm like, I'm not this person at all. I don't know what I was thinking. So that happened with the shoes. I'm like, I'm never gonna wear these, but they're very nice, you know.
Yes.
I shouldn't say that, but when I wore the clothes, I'm like, oh, I know this is actually who I am, and I was wrong.
I am not Maurizio. Okay.
Yeah. But it doesn't matter, even if it's like I don't know. I can't think of another. If we were playing plumbers, I would.
Sure.
I would feel the same way.
Yeah.
I did keep something, but it wasn't from Janti. It wasn't clothing from the set. One of my acting teachers, Beatrice Palucha. She was with me every day and staying in my accent with me and staying in character. And she gave me a gift on set. It was a little silver bracelet with a parrot on it because Patrizia Reggiani, now post-prison, she walks around with a parrot on her shoulder. Yeah. And she gave me that, and so for the last scene of the movie, which I won't tell you what it is, I wear it in that scene, and I brought it home with me, and I also cannot wear it because I'm not Patrizia, and it's scary and
a little scary realization.
And I also like, just to echo what Adam said, like I really got lost in that character, and I got lost in living because we also shot in Italy, so like whether you were on set or you were in the world, it all kind of looked the same. Except there was cameras, and I try not to focus on where the cameras are when I'm working. So there was a real blending of the worlds.
I mean, you were all doing these incredible accents, being these characters for months and months in Italy.
Who does what?
Oh. Don't miss.
How long did it take, or how did you get out of those characters and leave them behind?
I gotta say, I hadn't seen Gaga for a while, and I heard her yesterday, and I was like, oh, she sounds so American. Because for the whole time I was so confused. Even on the phone before we started, I only heard Patrizia. So it was so weird. It was shocking to me.
Like, oh,
to hear
this is her voice.
Yeah, this is her, even between takes and whatever.
So how do you leave those characters behind? Is it hard to stop speaking in the accent? Is it hard to walk away, and how do you do it?
I find I never have a problem leaving it alone.
Okay.
I always want it to be over.
You probably have to on some level, but is it hard to walk? And
Because you have no control over it, and I don't try to think of. I know I would spiral out and try to think of the ways to change it, or go back and relive something that's not there.
I tend to really desire to drop my character as quickly as possible. This time I didn't do the things I normally do, like dye my hair. I did drop my accent right away, but I think the hardest thing for me was psychologically to drop the character, because when you start to frame your life and the way you see the world around money and where things have value, like who matters to me, what person is going to provide for me what I need in order to make this happen, that framework of seeing the world in that way, that's not who I really am, that's who she is. So for what it's worth, I don't know entirely what my process is like to get rid of the character. I do know that when I went home, a lot of people in my life told me that I had no accent but was acting weird. And so I think
who are you?
But Patrizia is weird, to me, she's a weird bird. I mean, she doesn't really fit in.
Yeah.
She's got this kind of strange sexual energy where she's really trying to get what she wants all the time.
Yeah.
And so I tried to drop it, and I dropped it as fast as I could, but I don't know if she's ever fully left me.
Gucci is a rare animal. It must be protected.
Protected from who?
From whoever threatens it.
What game are you playing?
For a family, Gucci is my name too.
I'm very struck sitting by. Look, there's a lot of star power and talent in front of me right now. When you all came to set, who were you starstruck by or really excited to meet amongst this crew if you haven't met before? I mean, Al Pacino is sitting here, which is incredible.
Luckily, I had worked with him one day on a job before, so I was, but it's still intimidating to see him because he was so unassuming. You know, there's not a group of people that are try to make you remind you of who they are. And someone we never met on set.
You're kind of smiling. I'm wondering what you're thinking.
No, I'm just saying, sort of the sunglasses goes with the interpretation of me, I think.
What I mean is, you will come on and it's not whatever illusion that's set.
Well, how's this? This seems.
That's who he is. He's putting cigarettes out.
But it's Al. I mean, of course it's Al. Of course it's Al. We love you, Al.
He has
Thank
no
you.
responsibility. He can't.
Thank you, guys.
Just the awards buzz, all of the incredible praise the movie is getting. How does that feel to hear the accolades coming in for all of your incredible acting work?
Jared, you're very quiet.
Come on,
I haven't heard anything. Really. I'm just sitting here thinking about Al Pacino, who we have to say out loud is one of the greatest actors to ever live.
See, this is going to go back on then.
No,
Thank you.
True. I mean, one of the greatest actors to ever be on the screen, and this is a person who's taught us all how it should be, what it can be, to teach us to reach as high as we can, to fail often, and a person who really changed my life. So. Al, was really, and cinema. And just the diversity of creative choices.
Let's do it again. Take two.
But thank you, Al.
Thank you.
And Al
Thank
is also
you. I love you.
the kindest human being, and I always felt like he really wanted to get to know me and everybody. And sometimes I think you see legendary artists and you don't know what they're like in real life. And Al, you're the best.
Well, I loved you all. I really did. It was so great to
If he was
meet
in
you.
Italian, he would be red right now. He would be blushing.
Grazie mille, papà.
Oh, Papa, yes.
Grazie.